the station covering all of the DMV. DC News Now continues.
It has been a very busy morning all across the DMV. We've seen several tornado warnings, and we have ongoing flash flood warnings as we speak. Here's a look at the radar loop over the last 2 hours, and we've been dealing with several of those tornado warnings, and 3 of those were over Charles County since right around the 5 o'clock hour this morning. And then we did see that one warning over DC that has since expired and has been canceled. And then we're now looking at the heaviest of that rainfall over the easternmost parts of Montgomery County, working its way farther off towards the north and east as that line moves its way out. But DC still seeing some of the heavier downpours, at least on the eastern half of DC as we speak. And some of these rainfall rates are exceeding 5 inches per hour. So not only we're talking about that flash flood risk, we're also looking at very low visibility. And then when you couple that up with some ponding and some flooding on those roadways, that will make for a very complicated morning commute and very dangerous morning commute at that. We do have those flash flood warnings. Some of these go until 11 o'clock this morning. That's back over towards Montgomery County, although in that area that rain has subsided, but we could see that batch of rain back out towards the west shift its way farther towards the east. We also have this flash flood warning over Fairfax County, and then we have the one over DC, as well as parts of Prince George's County through later this morning into the early afternoon. Flood watch, though, generally across the area, that goes until 8 p.m. this evening, although most of this rain will subside as we look ahead towards the evening commute. We could still be dealing with some of those flooded roadways before eventually that rainfall or that flooding does recede. But look at some of these rainfall totals that we've seen over the last 24 to 48 hours. We're talking about at least 3 inches now in DC, closer to 5.5 over towards the easternmost parts of Montgomery County. Frederick County, parts of that area, at least 6 inches. Then we're talking over towards some areas where we're seeing that magenta color. That is where we've seen at least 7 inches of rainfall. And not only we're talking about rainfall producing some of that flooding, we're also talking about some coastal flood advisories, including right around the high tide. Look at this flooding ongoing in Annapolis right now. Now the dock is right where that boat is situated, but that flooding has now taken over this parking lot. The parking lot is supposed to be for cars, not necessarily for boats, but that flooding even extends all the way to these storefronts here right along that coastal waterway there. So coastal flood alerts to talk about. We do have that coastal flood warning for Anne Arundel County, including Annapolis. That goes until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we're still looking at some of those high tide cycles could bring about more of that flooding. We also have that coastal flood advisory for, or I should say coastal flood warning for DC as well as Alexandria too. Then we have the coastal flood advisories. Those are in that bright lime green color on your screen. Those, several of those go until at least 9 p.m. this evening. Others go until at least early tomorrow morning. That wind picking up now mainly out of the south-southeast. Earlier it was out of the south and east. Now we're seeing that wind direction now out of the south-southeast. So we're seeing that subtle difference in that wind direction as the center of the low is just beyond this DC Weather Now logo. That center of the low, all those wind arrows converging together. But we are noticing those winds picking up and those gusts picking up too. 45-mile-per-hour gusts towards Annapolis, 30 in Lexington Park. DC, we're close to a 40-mile-per-hour gust right now, and those winds do weaken as you get closer and closer to the center of the low. Wind advisory, that is back over towards parts of the Shenandoah Valley, over towards Luray. That goes until 11 o'clock this morning. Now, to take a wider look at satellite radar, here's the center of that low pressure, now pushing into southernmost parts of Pennsylvania, back over towards the Pittsburgh region, and it's meeting up with this cold front. That cold front will then push out this system out of here. And then we're going to be looking at least drier conditions just in time for the weekend. Tornado watch still remains in effect until 2 o'clock this afternoon, but I'm still thinking that the tornado threat is lowering as we speak because most of the heaviest of that rainfall and that band that we've been watching is continuing to lift its way out. So by about noon, we still have some areas of some steady to heavy rain for eventually that should slide out right around 5 p.m. We just could see some lingering showers here and there. Could even see that pop-up storm back over towards Manassas later on tonight. But overall, much of the rainfall is out of here right around that evening commute time frame. And then we're looking at drier conditions just in time for the weekend. Saturday, you'll notice those winds picking up out of the north and west. So breezy northwest wind for Saturday, but that'll be ushering in the lower humidity. So you will notice a difference in that humidity as we look ahead towards the weekend. Here's to be the rest of that 8-day outlook. Upper 80s as we get towards Saturday, Sunday, middle 80s, and still holding into the 80s through the rest of that next work week. Now, as we look ahead towards next Thursday and Friday, that's when we could see a few more showers and storms. Shanika, what are you seeing out there on the roadways this morning? I know